I mean, what can you say? We have seen so much incredible action. We have had incredible moments. There have been so much emotion invested lately in wrestling. It is a beautiful thing as we continue the summer of wrestling and the best of Super Juniors. Hello, everybody. I'm just a simple man, and my name is Noah Foster. I realize I'm a day late, but what are you going to do? And this is just continued retrospective and bracketology for Best of Super Juniors. It's amazing to think that, yes, I realize I missed this morning. I'm going to recap it as well and get my predictions on it too because I'm hashtag spoiler free. But we still have after today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days and the finals. This is absolutely insane. So why don't we just get right into it? First off, my brief thoughts on what I've seen so far. I mean, okay, where to begin? Show vs. Skull. Very interesting take on that match. Show basically going in as a damaged person now with his arm and his hand and his ear. Skull taking full advantage with every villainous tactic possible with the help of Brody King. Incredible back and forth battle, but Skull came out victorious. Speaking of Show, Kanemaru, are you kidding me? I did not expect that to freaking happen. A count out? We actually got a 20 count out victory. Heel Master freaking struck gold here, and then he tries to achieve the same thing against Taiji Ishimori, but fails because Taiji was too smart, and Taiji's hungry, and he wants this. But Taiji, he's had his first bump in the road, too, because he also lost to Kanemaru. By the way, Red Shoes, way to take no crap, man. Got caught with the own Heel Master's games. Went against him. Kanemaru went over on him, too. Kanemaru, extremely impressive. Do not count the Heel Master out, picking up 4 big points. His fellow Suzuki Gun partner, though, Kasaninare, Taka, not so great. Great performances, great energy, incredible hard-hitting bout, and controlled bout against Shingo Takagi, but he's still on the board with 0. And by the way, Shingo Takagi, I still stand by this. He still, I believe, is my pick to take the A block and my pick to take the whole thing, because he is right now undefeated, perfect, 12 points as of before this morning, because I haven't looked at this morning. But anyway, what else is there to think about? Speaking of which, I mean, there have been so many incredible matches that I could recommend y'all to watch. Teton versus Lee, and a huge shout out to Red Shoes wearing that mask too. Beautiful, beautiful salute to Silver King and the art of Lucha Libre, even though Taka hates Lucha Libre. Incredible back and forth bout between those two men as well, but the champion went over. I feel like Teton is still trying to find himself in this thing, as he's only got 4 points. Jonathan Gresham finally pulling out a huge win, and just over ecstatic, it seems, after beating Teton when it came to like gripping the ref. I thought that was pretty funny too. And I mean, Villain versus Heel Master was freaking awesome too. Marty Scurll versus Kanemaru. They pulled out every trick in the book. Umbrellas. There was the alcohol. There was near count out. There was working the leg. It was an insane showcase. A fun match to say the least. And looking at the B block here, I mean, let's see, where to begin? Bandito and Taguchi, that was still very fun, I thought. This young lion, I want him to pull off a win so freaking badly. And it looks like each match he's just getting more and more experience, which I know is the ultimate thing he is getting, and that's the best thing. But I really want him to pull off a victory. And I really hope he does. I loved his match with Will Ospreay. And Ospreay, I think, took this kid kind of for granted. Almost had him on a couple of times. Speaking of Ospreay versus Phantasmo. Boy, did I thought this was like the shift in the B block, because those two left it all out there, okay? I mean, Ospreay's bouts have gone to near 30 minutes. He's got to be like one of the most overperformed right now, I think, in this entire Best of Super Juniors. But Phantasmo, Bullet Club, freaking owning this thing, doing incredibly well. He won. And I think right now that probably is one of my top 5 matches up to this point. Rocky has impressed me, though, as it was coach versus coach with Taguchi and Rocky Romero, basketball versus football. It was freaking funny. And, hey, it was about who's going to be the head coach in New Japan Pro Wrestling. In the end, mutual respect, they're both going to share that duty, and I really think that's awesome. I have incredible respect for both men and great bout. And what a unique finish. Just roll through, and the double roll through gave Rocky Romero the win. I thought was very impressive. Oh, no, excuse me, Rocky Romero. No, Taguchi, Taguchi got that win. Sorry, I'm still buzzing over what I've seen so far from everybody and everything. Speaking of which, my moment of this whole thing, it has to be right now freaking Rocky Romero. I mean, facing off against his fellow brethren in Yo, facing off against this young lion, he is just showing that I still got this. I want to push this Division 4, but I also want to help lead it. And then that was living proof when he main evented for the first time against El Phantasmo in, I believe it was Korakuen Hall. And he freaking did it. He pulled off the victory. He won. This truly means that this block can go really, I think, to either El Phantasmo or Will Ospreay, as they both got 10 points. Not that I'm counting out Robbie Eagle showing incredible heart against Dukai in his match, and blood was bleeding too. I think that bandana definitely helped. But if I were to pick the actual conclusion of this, I've got to imagine right now, I truly believe it's going to come down to Will Ospreay versus Shingo Takagi, and I feel Shingo Takagi is going to win the whole thing. So those are just some of my brief retrospectives on some of the matches I've seen and highlights, and matches I think you should go back and see if you haven't seen it, or what I think will definitely promote you into enjoying this and even following this. But why don't we get right into our next set of predictions, because we got a lot of predictions ahead here, as we now have 4 days. That's right, 4 days of consecutive action. Geez. And one more thing I want to point out. Juice Robinson, not only is he incredible in the ring and fun personality, he is awesome on commentary. I love the chemistry that he and Chris and Kevin Kelly have shared. And the little call-outs to Caprice Coleman and, you know, being the American and just cussing when they don't really understand that. It seems like it just entices the Japanese crowd there. That's pretty funny in itself, too. So, with that being said, I am now going to do predictions for Sunday, May 26th, Wednesday, May 29th, Thursday, May 30th, and Friday, May 31st. So, why don't we get right into it? So, and I realize the 26th passed, but again, I haven't seen a hashtag spoiler free. So, this is our last day, I believe, of dual block action. 10 matches in all. So, let's see what we got. First match is Taguchi versus Ren Narita. I'm sorry, I want Narita to pick up victory. This is the coach. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Narita's going to go for this, honestly, with 0 points. But, man, I hope to see this young lion again after this, too. I'm going to go with Taguchi on that one. We got the heel master versus Jonathan Gresham. Gresham finally getting up in the stats. I am going to say, though, the heel master has fairly impressed me, but this is more of a mat game. You try to play Gresham's mat game, and he's going to get you. I'm going to go with Gresham on the win here. Next match, we have Rocky Romero representing Roppongi 3K versus Dukai. Okay, Dukai, I don't know what he's really doing here, trying to prove something to himself, trying to prove the system's flawed based on the way he went through this and the way the young lions are going through this. I feel like Rocky Romero's definitely on the up and up now, but I feel like Dukai's going to pull out every trick in the book. I'm going to go with Dukai on this one. He's, again, hidden weapon, hidden assassin in this thing. Teton versus Marty Scurll. I'm not betting against the villain, okay? It's not really his best of Super Juniors that he was expecting, saying his lame age jet lag, which is clearly not the case. But I think Marty Scurll is going to go over here. Following that, we have Bandito versus Bushi. That's going to be interesting. Bushi's picked up a couple of victories recently. That's really surprised me. But Bandito finally on the up and up since beating Dukai. This one could go either way. But I think I am going to go with Bushi for the win here. And then we have Tiger Mask versus Shingo Takagi. Okay, do I really need to say anything? Shingo Takagi, simple as that. I don't want to count out Tiger Mask being the legend and the veteran, but Shingo, this is his. This is literally his tournament. Shingo Takagi, I'm not betting against the Last Dragon. Finally, we have Yo versus El Phantasmo. Both men, incredible in-ring performers. El Phantasmo, he's coming off a loss from Rocky Romero. He's going to be going in here with every possible tactic he used against Rocky and more. And I see El Phantasmo possibly picking up the victory here. But Yo is one of those sleeping giants. I mean, you gotta imagine, this is El Phantasmo's first singles loss under New Japan Pro Wrestling. He might still be frazzled. I'm going to go with Yo on this one. Next, we have Will Ospreay versus Robbie Eagles. Okay. So both of these men are really putting it all out there. Robbie Eagles literally fighting more like a face, really, than Bullet Club. I honestly wonder where he goes from here as far as Bullet Club goes. He is really impressed me with much more honorable performances. And then you have Will Ospreay, who will kill himself for y'all to remember his legacy. Oh, man. And Will Ospreay, he's coming off a young lion. This is a whole different ballgame. I am going to go with Will Ospreay on this one because chaos, man. I enjoy chaos. Final match of the night is Sho versus Taiji Ishimori. Taiji Ishimori, the former IWGP Light Heavyweight Champ. And Sho, who I feel like has definitely given us star-making performances in this entire thing that are going to be remembered for generations and can really go on as a singles competitor. So, with that, though, and the fact this is Taiji Ishimori, and I know that he's already fuming over one loss, I'm going to go with Taiji for the win here. Alright, so let's move on to the 29th, I believe, is the next day. And then we got the 30th and the 31st. So it's nice to know that we actually have a block of rest, if you can call it that. Oy vey, this stuff is insanity. Alright, so the 29th, Wednesday. Let's take a look here. Looks like we're going back to just single block actions. In the later card, we have 5 matches for Block A. Marty Scurll versus Taka Michinoku. It is a villain versus the Submission Master, where you will just tap out. I am going to go with the villain, Marty Scurll. I feel like Taka's going to end this thing with 0. Jeez. Sho is Teton. Both of these men really trying to find themselves, but I feel like Sho is definitely finding himself more. And based on how his ear's doing and stuff, I could see Sho pick up the victory here. So I'm going to go with Sho. Following that, we have Tiger Mask versus Taiji Ishimori. I mean, Taiji Ishimori got caught up with a roll-up from Jushin Thunder Liger. Tiger Mask can definitely beat him. But again, you got to consider what's the outlook of Tiger Mask's overall body in this. And Taiji, he's been pretty banged up too. This will be a fun bout, but I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Taiji on this one. Jonathan Gresham versus Shingo Takagi. Again, guys, I don't know how you could bet against the freaking dragon. Shingo Takagi all the way. I feel like he's going to go through this thing unscathed. And then the last match of the night, giving us pretty much the stellar matches lately. Dragon Lee versus the heel master Kanemaru. Dragon Lee has had breakout performances and has really made himself in New Japan Pro Wrestling. The fans love him, and he has become an incredible champ with incredible respect to everybody he faces in the ring. Now, obviously, Kanemaru, heel master, he respects nobody. Alright? And Dragon Lee is doing very well in this, and I know that pretty much if he does win this, which is a slim chance but could happen, he wants to personally make his challenger Hiromu, which I would love to see. But this is the heel master, and he's already lost to Taiji Ishimori. Heel master is going to bring more, I feel, than Taiji Ishimori will. And the Kanemaru, I'm sure he's going to try and rely on count-out victory. But with that, I am going to go with... I'm going to go with the champ on this one, Dragon Lee. So with that, that concludes May 29th. Let's move on to May 30th, which I believe is just 5 block matches from Block B. So we got Bandito versus Robbie Eagles. Both these men, very unique spot. I am going to go with, because I feel like they're going to really focus more on the New Japan Pro Wrestling side versus the Ring of Honor side. I'm going to go with Robbie Eagles picking up the victory on this one. Rocky Romero versus Bushi. Oh, you know how much these two hate each other, okay? Rocky Romero's been on point. I mean, I just watched the freaking G1 Supercard Honor Rumble, and I saw how much Rocky Romero just kept clotheslining Bushi as Coach kept leaning him on, the coach and the coach. I am going to go with, though, here, Rocky Romero pulling off an upset and giving us another huge victory. Okay, following that, we have Will Ospreay versus Dukai. What's funny is, ever since the Young Lions stopped Taiji from helping Dukai beat the coach, and the coach picked up the win, I'm talking about Taguchi, of course, Taiji has not played a factor in none of his matches anymore. Now, I wonder if that was Dukai's choice or New Japan's choice. But with that, I'm going with the Assassin. And notice how I didn't say Ariel, because he's more than that, it seems now. I'm going with Will Ospreay. And then the final match of the night, look who's main eventing. It is the Coach versus El Phantasmo. Taguchi versus El Phantasmo. Alright. So, Taguchi, he's faced even freaking Bushi and survived the mist, okay? I feel like Taguchi is literally the hidden hero in all this that could take the whole thing. I mean, his only blemish up to this point, as far as I know, is freaking, well, I guess he's got a couple of blemishes, but I feel like his biggest blemish was definitely egos. That was the biggest surprise to me. And now he faces El Phantasmo, who I'm sure is going to try and do everything. This block has to come down, I feel like, to Will Ospreay versus El Phantasmo. But Taguchi, he could come in here towards the end, especially because I feel like he's going to pick up 2 points against the Young Lion. But I don't think Taguchi can beat El Phantasmo. So I'm going with El Phantasmo on that one. And that concludes May 30th. So moving on, let's go to May 31st, which is once again just block action. And it is Block A, I believe, because they alternate. I'm going to keep it simple here. Tiger Mask versus Teton. Either of these men could take the win. Both incredible specs for Lucha Libre style to each other. I am going to go with Teton though on the win here. Dragon Lee versus Marty Scurll, the champ versus the villain. Brody King is going to be the X factor here, and he might catch Dragon Lee. This is going to be, I think, like the pinnacle about who can really win this between those two, as far as who can probably take the block. So with that, I am going to go with the champ, Dragon Lee. And then we have Sho versus Jonathan Gresham. Alright, so Sho's still trying to figure himself out. Gresham, I mean, he's got a fighting chance, but can he take this? I don't know. Sho's still one of my better picks in this, so I'm going to stick with Sho on this one. Okay, the Dragon versus Taiji Mori. Again, Dragon. I'm not going against the Dragon. Doesn't matter what you tell me or what you say. I feel like he's going to go for this thing unscathed. But I feel like Taiji's going to bring him one of his best fights. I mean, Shingo Takagi, his last great fight was against the freaking champ himself, and he showed how much respect he had for the champ. So, with that being said, I am going to go with, of course, Shingo Takagi. And then finally we got, the Heel Master versus Taka Michinoku. A Suzuki Gun literal feud. And a first, I believe. I'm not sure what to think about this one. This actually might be the one where freaking Taka might win. And it is the main event. But Kanemaru, he's definitely got momentum. But I am going to go with... a unique upset here and say that Taka wins and finally gets his first 2 points. Alright. Well, I think for now that's enough predictions and enough simple retrospectives for now, so I think I'm done here. So those are my simple retrospectives on Best Super Juniors so far, and my simple predictions for days 10 through 13 of the Best of Super Juniors. Following this, there's really only 1 day left, I believe, and then the finals, and that's it. So with that, I'm done here. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, comment. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you got a bracket? Who's your favorite to take Block A and Block B? Who's your favorite to take the whole thing? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to talk more about me, with me about wrestling, know this. I'm just a simple man and a lifelong fan of wrestling. So if you want to follow me and talk anything wrestling, go to my Twitter, nodq.com/Noah. It takes you to my Twitter page. If you want to join the wrestling community and talk anything wrestling, primarily WWE, but other stuff too, go follow NoDQ. NoDQ.com, go follow him right here on YouTube, Aaron Riff, NoDQ.com. Follow the website. Your opinions matter. Go comment on something. There's comments on everything. You might make an enemy, you might make a friend, but it's all about wrestling. Go buy a shirt, NoDQ.com/shirts. Keep supporting wrestling, and I always close with this. Support your wrestling others for being small, and let's keep growing this wrestling community together. Simple as that. With that, I look forward to catching up with this day of Best of the Super Juniors, May 26th. And I look forward to continuing to enjoy wrestling as I'm on my summer of wrestling. I recently got done watching Double or Nothing. One of the best wrestling shows I've seen all freaking year, bar none. If you all used to watch wrestling, but you died out of it, give this a chance. Go watch this show. You will believe me when I say wrestling is back and better than ever. Simple as that. And stay tuned because I will be doing a live reaction stream to NXT TakeOver 25 and other predictions regarding Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, AEW, and WWE as well, including Super Showdown. Quick picks, they'll be on NoDQ.com. But with that, enjoy life, enjoy family, enjoy wrestling. Take care, y'all, and until next time, have a nice day.